Happy Valentine's Day to my mother on February 14th, 2013. I'm having a hike and a talk with my mom today. She's been gone for 6 weeks now. She left us on New Year's Day around noon. So today I'm talking to my mom, celebrating Valentine's Day. I'm starting to turn the corner with the issues of losing your mother. So, this little film is, I think, number 6 in my self-help head shrinker series. Today we're headed up to what I call the lunchroom, which is the lower basement of my church, with the top cathedral at Rose Knob, 9,600 feet. The basement or lunchroom is at 8,400 feet, right behind my house. So in essence, I'm going to church today on Valentine's Day. The surfing conditions are shitty to dangerous at best. It has not snowed in 6 weeks, and as you can see, everything is frozen and clumpy and bumpy. So now, for today's discussion, I'm going to tell a story that my mother told me 4 years ago, when I was 54 years old. My mom and dad were living in Fairbanks, Alaska, when I was about 7 months old. My dad was stationed at an Air Force base working on heavy equipment to make runways for the bombers and jets that went to Korea. This is 1955, somewhere in that year. Probably the winter time was, my mom said, their little 2-room house had concrete with linoleum floors, and in the winter it was 45 below zero. She said she couldn't put me on the floor, that my hands would stick. So I learned to walk when I was about 8 months, she told me, and she said one day she was bouncing me in her arms and dancing, partly to keep me off the floor and partly because she was a dancer. My dad came home and he saw her dancing around with me, and he said to her, "You love him more than me." My mom said it took her breath away and she was speechless. I asked her 4 years ago why she didn't tell me a little sooner, and she said to me she didn't know what to say. So we left it at that. So I'm telling this little story maybe to indicate the kind of burden that my mom carried with her from my birth until she passed away. It was what it was, or is. I guess I had some rough times from my dad, but my mom didn't know what to do, I guess. So now I I got my noodle twisted a few times over the years by my dad, but I guess I'm stronger for it, so maybe that's why I'm so mean. But I work on it. Okay. Figure that one out, Dr. Mulray.